maybe stereotype when it comes to Ashokan, Rajukas or Mahamatras, they passed on to different areas of his administrative units. But even then in later, you take any major composition like Allahabad Prashasti, whether it's a lithic or copper plate, a composer is there always. Sometime, in a Prashasti, they used to have a person of great literary value. That's what for the Sanskrit students, each specimen, each copper plate is a piece of literature. If you have few works in Sanskrit, many copper plates are of very high order, using various meters, chandas and whatnot, everything. And this Sivaramurthy has evaluated very well in his book, Indian Inscription and South Indian Scripts. The introduction you have to read. And he has touched various aspects, scribes, composers, and how the script went even beyond. So many aspects he has given beautiful introduction with iCopy. When I mention iCopy, each one of you, I will be going in the next stage to show you some iCopy of the inscription. But two books you have to necessarily see. One is Sivaramurthy's book. We have beautiful iCopy of the inscription, which represents different stages, right from early 3rd century BC. Even he has included Kharoshti and Tamil, many things. So each day you take an iCopy, practice. Because iCopy, there may be some little drawbacks. And now that's what, we are in a very advanced stage now. You should go to the site, take some good digital photographs. You can more precisely, more perfectly define a letter what earlier scholars have done. So you have an added advantage of the technology. You can juxtapose, the original letters and iCopy and all. So that's what yesterday I was telling. There is a great need to write another book on Indian calligraphy. We have so many hundreds of inscriptions which has come to light in this past over a century. So there are many gaps. Even when I show you perhaps that gaps I have retained, I don't have time to examine, to go to the originals. When I deal with box-edited or many, there are certain gaps. So if you evaluate all the available thing, I think wherever you can try to fix the missing gaps, letters. So that is required, and some of you should take initiative in this study. It's not that overnight you can become a thorough epigraphist. So it's a constant effort. It's not something on a platter, a fast food like that I can't serve you in a this one. There is no shortcut for this. You have to practice. Good, nice, many of you have brought this good. It will remain. Even after that, you can keep practicing. Probably when we meet again for the second level, you can continue the same. The purpose is this, you have to teach. That is the thing. What I am trying to convey, it's not that one person can do this and just remain. You can go to various history colleges, give a small lecture about the importance of epigraphy, how it is as a primary source. It is so significant, and at least early Brahmi, easily you can teach. Easily you can teach. So that's you meticulously follow this. I have already given you the basic books. As and when I go further, there are some more specific, more detailed books I will suggest in the WhatsApp. If time doesn't permit here, I will post, like Kushan or Shunga, whatever, that I will do this. And now we will go with when we think of the vowels. C.S. Upasak, one of the first scholar, and he's a student of Professor T.P. Verma, very renowned epigraphist. In fact, he was a professor at Benares Hindu University, and most of his students, at least half a dozen students, they have worked on paleography aspects, and himself a very good scholar. But only thing, I too have arranged a couple of his lectures. He's no more, but he talks very fluently in Hindi. That is the issue. Most of the North Indians, they are comfortable in Hindi, not so in this one. Fortunately, dealing, when I go to North, कम से कम आधा तो हिंदी में पढ़ाता हूँ, though not fully English. So even BHU, they were demanding, sir, आप पूरा class हिंदी में कर दीजिए. Lucknow also they wanted. So every North Indian university, they are good. Even why not? Even Institute of Archaeology students, they expect to be taught, and they write their exams also in Hindi. That's good. But a technical subject like epigraphy, it's very little difficult. You have to, and it will cut your flow of thought while talking. Anyway, that's one, he considers, basic forms among the vowels. See, vowels, for example, he says among the vowels are that one stroke, each stroke matters. The length, vertical stroke, horizontal stroke is well defined. Either you can't lengthen it too much or give different. So it is exactly intersects. This is A. The differences I will tell later. And then E. 3 dots, 2 dots, one below the other, and on the other side, right side, apex facing to the right side, it varies. See, what I am going to teach here is the basic forms. When you read a C.S. Upasak book, at least Sa, he has found some 8 or 10 varieties. He has examined the entire gamut of the Ashokan rock edicts, and he has identified Ma mein kitna. See, that is for researcher. For a more detailed study, I don't want to confuse you with all variations and all. That is not the time for us. When you have time, you can read and understand, but don't confuse at the initial stage. Oh, then you will feel epigraphy is a very tough area. So that we have to remove from your mind. It's very simple. And how far you apply your mind, your time, that's very important. So this A and E, and then U. This exactly the vertical stroke and this stroke, of equal length in the Ashokan. Later it got the horizontal stroke lessened, and then it takes a hook and all these changes. So A, E, and U. So from this, he tried to evolve. What I am going to write, in the Prakrit phrase, you don't have all the vowels. Because we say that is Hrisva only you find in the Prakrit inscriptions. Dirgha, lengthening, or some more letters you find in the next stage. So, but what I am going to, which includes the next phase, that is Shunga, Kushan, when we start getting Sanskrit inscriptions, there are other forms of vowels also there. So I am trying to give a full picture of this. So first stroke, you write here, and then this is A, In fact, here, to connect, this is A. When you, either on the top or the middle, you attach a stroke here. For A, you are connecting these strokes. A, sometime facing, and this side also. Either O, all, see, these are the basic. From there, you know, by attaching strokes or connecting stroke, they derived the other forms of the vowels. Are you getting my point? Hope. See, whenever you don't be just be like that, you can interrupt as any doubt is there. So why I'm giving this, you know, you have to teach. Again, I'm telling you. The another line is coming to end, and you have to carry on this legacy further. And then A, equal stroke, and sometime on the top, normally you see in the middle, which most of the Ashokan rocketics you find here. And E is here. Any glare? Are all of you able to see? E. And then in the Sanskrit phase, Ishvara, Isila. See, that length part, you know, comes in the later half, where you find, you know, one dots, one below the other, and 4 dots. This signifies E. If time permits, I will teach you at the end the diacritical marks. See, in Roman script, you know, normally many of you know can understand Devanagari, and those who can't, you know, we have to use this diacritical marks, because Rama and Rama, unless you put that length on the A, you can't make out. Suppose Ekadasi, Ekadasi, somebody will Ekadasi. So such this is there. So we have to use this E, and then the U is L. For many letters, you know, you can try to go, they go with L. Roman आप सोच सकते हैं. You can think of Roman letters. So this is U, and here same letter, where in the middle, exactly in the middle, you are extending a little shorter stroke, not a very long one. That is U, dirgha. So A, E, U. This is the basic thing. And then A, already how, you know, in evolved form, a stroke and apex facing to the A. And this same A you write here, and to the left strike on the top, you attach a short stroke. It becomes I. Similarly, you write U first here. First try to write the basic form, then attach the stroke. See, there is a method of writing. Engraver followed certain techniques. I couldn't complete that. First is the composer, and then the writer. Writer is a person who is calligraphy, or he should be thorough with the calligraphy of that period. Very well conversant with that. He writes with a pen or chalk or whatever, he draws. When you see the Solomon book, there are some incomplete inscription where you see the trace of the ink, and it is not fully engraved. you find like that. So the writer is very, he only is a very crucial in bringing the changes, the modifications which you see at different point of time. So writer has a very vital role. And engraver can be a mason, an unlettered person also. If you give that, he will just chisel it. He doesn't apply, no, he will take and cut the strokes. So 3 persons you remind: the composer, the writer, and the engraver. And normally in a bigger inscription, all the 3 are given. Not only his name, his father, his grandfather. That's the tradition of naming, 3 persons in the genealogy, sometime more, at least. When a donation is given to a certain person, what is father, grandfather? We doesn't know now. Somebody asks who is grandfather, we forget. Only on the day of Tarpana, we try to remember who is a grandmother or grandfather, where we have to recollect what is her lineage and all this. Otherwise, the modern generation, yes, they know their parents. What about the great-grandfather? What are his achievements? In the local narrative is very significant. Your great-grandfather must be very prominent person. Try to know through your grandfather, what are his achievements? Where was he working? What is his contribution to the society? All this you have to know. See, this is the basic. You can't forget the generations. That's at least China mein wo saath, if they remember the 7 generation, can't we remember for 3 to 4 generation your predecessors? Your name has a connection. That is onomastics, study of place names and personal names. That I will tell you sometime. It will be different thing. I, and then you write the basic letter, U, and put a stroke here, 1 stroke here, another. Sorry. This is permanent marker. No. Who has brought this? It's a permanent, you can write on CD and other thing. This all. Yeah, I think how to, no, this I think with the wet cloth you have to, otherwise this won't. Anyway, let me complete the vowels here. I didn't see this I. And this, anyway, without this, I will write here, O, U, above you put 1 stroke. So this becomes O, and this become O. And Visarga. This Dhamma. So Prakrit phase we had, and the Visarga is introduced at the Sanskrit phase, Aha. So this Anuswara is there, early phase, but the Visarga comes at the later half. In the Sanskrit phase. So now these are the vowels, full form, early Prakrit and the Sanskrit also. till what you see in the beginning of the Christian era, first. Oh, you have written these things? इसको कैसे, how to remove? இது permanent ஆயிடுச்சு இது. I am leaving indelible impression on the boards. No, it's on the mind also. I also didn't observe that. Even that duster marker wherever. Please switch off this for some. Further. No, this pen is all right?
Sir, just wait, sir.
Okay. Guys, this is permanent. And this. So these varieties of inscriptions are there. And by nature also they say the donative inscriptions, Krayasha, that which records the sale deed. There are, this Dr. Ramesh in his introductory chapter, he has beautifully categorized or defined the different nature, different varieties of the inscriptions. And coming to the inscription proper, normally it begins with the Siddham, an auspicious, it may be a symbol, normally symbol. We say Siddham only, more if a stroke is there. Siddham, and then in a brief way, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya or Om Namah Shivaya. It depends. And then it starts with the date. Maybe Vikrama Samvat, Shaka Samvat. These are the very popular. There are so many dates and eras. I don't have much time to go with the details and all this here. Anyway, I'll briefly touch upon whenever we deal further some more inscriptions. So the date comes. Earlier inscriptions you might be knowing, whether Chola or they used to give the regnal year. So regnal year you can calculate and give the modern equivalent. See, the earlier rulers, they gave the regnal year, and you have to add. Suppose it is Shaka Samvat, you have to add 78. If it is Vikrama era, you have to minus 58. So this you have to add for Shaka, minus, so that you will get the modern equivalent. And not only that, they give Shaka, and the earlier inscription, they used to give the month. The quarter was divided. You know the 4 Rutus, that is Grishma Rutu, Varsha Rutu, the winter season, rainy season, spring season, like that, the seasons. Earlier spring season was not there, it came later. So 3 were popular. So the earlier they used to mention this one. Later they gave up that. They used to give the month, like Kartika, Ashvina, Ashvayuja, like that month they give. After the month, they give the fortnight, the dark fortnight or the bright fortnight they give. That is Shuddhi and Bahala. So dark fortnight and bright day. And after that they give the weekday. Buddha Vasare, Shukra Vasare, Soma, like that. So they give the date, and the 7th, they give 7, 6 or whatever. So that is the full date. If full details are available, we have a book written by Swami Kannupillai. It is in 7 volumes. We call it Indian Ephemeris. How you will refer, how you will get the modern date. When you look into these things, you can calculate accordingly and arrive at the modern this one, equivalent. That is 1250 Common Era, maybe the February or month also you can give, March, and the weekend. Thank you. So this should not be confused. So after in 2 minutes I will conclude this date. Again they will give the 2-3 verses about Vishnu or Shiva. When Shiva is there, even Parvati or Lakshmi, their consort also, a couple of verses you find here. And then comes the genealogy of the king. Sometimes they give the origin, fire origin or Soma. The dynasty belongs to solar dynasty or lunar, it depends. So they give the origin, and subsequently they give at least 3 to 6 or 5 generations. Normally, in the inscription, what the name of the king you find at the end of the copper plate or even stone, you have to assign that king to the inscription. All he gives. And that's how we collect the history. He conquered this country, Anga, Vanga, Kalinga, whatever. See, the historical facts, he would try to recount his predecessors, what are his achievements. And he will give also his. So that is the genealogical table. Then they come to the objective, the operative portion of the record, maybe copper plate or stone. What for it is intended. For example, copper plates are donative in nature, giving land, Chaturvedi Mangalam or whatever, how many Brahmanas, their Gotra, Sutra, Pravara, everything is given, at least that part. How much land is given and the boundaries, that's very important. It is bound on the tree or lake or tank, whatever. They give they define the 4 directions, the boundary. And then comes the engraver, the name, person responsible for composing the inscription, writer, and the engraver. And the last, if it is copper plate, you find the imprecatory verses. Yes, yeda bhumita sita tadaphalam. You can trace the history from that. If you see the Gupta, hardly there were few imprecatory verses. And this kept on increasing. Around 12th century, when there was Muslim onslaught or there was society changes, they want to create a sort of fear in the mind of the public. They should not infringe the land given. So they have to create a sort of fear in the mind so that they should not encroach the land. And then with that implication, Shubhamastu, Vriddhirastu, whatever it ends. So this is in general format of the inscription. It depends on the pedestal inscription. They may not give so many details. It will be a short one. It's given. Yeah, this is good. Fine. So to come to some form, it takes 2 days. Like this, arranging things and looking. So I'm trying to fill in the gaps. So I will move on to the Normally, in the only one letter I will try to show where it's important also. For example, you find like this. This is called angular A. And this is called cursive A. It's not, it is for our convenience, we say. It's not like that. But to understand, I have to say this, use these expressions. And there is another form where the upper arm will be cursive and the lower will be angular. So this is also mixed variety, mixed. They made a permutation. And then sometime the upper arm will be angular and the lower will be cursive. So why I'm showing this particular letter, you are getting very often in Ashokan edits. If I can't go with the other, there are so many, but at least this you can remember when you see this thing. But try to remember, either don't shorten this, it has to reach the bottom. Here also it will be, level is very important. Once you reduce the letter, because this is when to speak about the Kushan, this becomes shorter and shorter, and then with the head mark and all these are the modification. Mostly in the next phase, leaving alone the Shunga, this gets shortened. The upper arm, curve, they maintain the equal length, but this they reduce. This you see in the modification, and this also they lengthened the stroke and then gave a gentle curve. If you see Ikshwaku and all, it is simply superb. So this, the vertical stroke, they maintain the equal, these other letters. This I should not go in detail. Anyway, just to show how, while practicing, it's very important. There is a methodology. Otherwise, I could have put it on this with a laser simply. I could have, but I take a little more effort to put it on the board, and so that you will also write, observe it. And the same technique you have to use while teaching also. This somehow list of inscriptions they teach. But even in many departments, they don't know the paleographical aspects. That's the very big lacuna. So this, the mixed variety. Now we'll go to the consonants. So this will be shared later in the WhatsApp, whatever may be. So just observe the stroke, one stroke, exactly in the middle, the horizontal stroke intersects here. And ka, just like this, a small appendage attached below. Circle ka. Hope all of you can follow Nagari. Nagari. You don't know. Ka, kha, ga is angular. Later it becomes cursive in next phase. Just think like inverted V, Roman. You just think yourself. Unless you practice this 5 times, it will get registered. You will be easily able to decipher. Tomorrow if I show some I copy, yourself can write. Perhaps after this class, you can write your names, your friend's name, many name things. So this is very important. Ga. Ga is little unequal. The left arm will be longer, and this. Later they equalize this. I will tell it tomorrow. Ka, kha, ga, gha. So it came to us in a very wonderful, excellent state. That's what he says, it's the hand of the grammarians. They gave us this one. But we don't know the origin. When it came, when we see the Ashokan or other edict, it has come to us in a very evolved form with all the letters. Ka, kha, ga, ga, nga. And remember, the mouth should be facing to the right side. I will be using head mark, foot mark, mouth, like that. Just imagine when you say ka, if you stretch a stand, it will be like that, head, foot mark. We say this is the head mark here. Suppose you write ka, this is head mark, maybe different type. And in the another phase, you find similar thing. This is a foot mark. Paleography. What is orthography? What is orthography? Have you heard? That is connected with the language. If it is orthographical peculiarities, we say. Because when they have not followed Paninian grammar, there are some, then they point out, the scholars who edit, orthographical errors. But here I wish to mention, Dr. Ramesh has made a very beautiful observation. Don't say non-Paninian. No, you can say non-Paninian. Don't say not grammatically correct, incorrect. Because 10th century, that may be correct. So he has quoted a number of such examples. You don't say, because right from Hulst, our Indian pundits, they tuned them. They say this is not grammatically not correct. But what the pundits told, the Britishers, Kilharn, Fleet, all they observed, and they everything under the crucible of the Panini, they put it and they said it doesn't go with that. They say it is non-Paninian, not grammatically not correct. So the Ramesh has got a very pertinent point to say. You can't say like that. And when you read that language and script, you will try to understand. So this is a very good observation. Anyway, ka, kha, ga, ga, nga. This anga, vanga, kalinga, shanka, when you say, ka, and you use this nga. Nga. Ka, kha, ga, ga, nga. Nga. And then cha is simple, one stroke. So put the stroke vertical every time. Then attach a semicircle to the left side. So this is cha. Similarly, you put a stroke, semicircle to that first line, and then another they carved. Cha. Chhatra. Chhatrapati. Cha. So this is cha, cha. Ja is cursive, like Roman E in a form. So the facing to this, cha, cha, ja, jha. Ja is one stroke, then attach a stroke here. So this is become jha. Jhansi. Jhansi ki Rani, when you want to say jha, jha. And nya is again one stroke. Attach a small stroke on the top, and somewhere from exactly in the middle, begin and take the lower stroke up to this bottom. This is very important. So this principle you have to follow. You have to write. You can't fall whatever way, you can't do this, and this mark, nya. And ta is, remember the Roman C. There are certain letters, for many centuries they didn't go under any change. 3rd century BC में जो था, up to late Brahmi or little early it remained, or at least early phase, up to 3rd century Common Era, no change. So this ta, when you see the Nagarids are not, they just attached a stem above and a head mark, that's all. The basic form, when you see the Nagari also, it retained. And ta is a simple one good circle. Ta, ta. And here also, same way, only a stem above and the stroke. Ta, ta, da. Da, we call this a stepped variety. One stroke, another stroke, this. Da. We call it step up. When you take, steps. And dha, like modern only with a gentle curve, it goes inside. Dha. So, what difference from 3rd century BC to modern Nagari? It's only the head mark we are attached here. Otherwise, it is same. Ta, ta, da, dha, na. Na, imagine the metro symbol. This na. So these are the very easiest forms you can practice easily. No, this one. Ta, ta, da, da, na. And ta is one stroke here. There are two ways of, otherwise, they also used to write and attach a stroke also. But this is the most commonly seen. And ta, you write here. Oh, sorry. They were telling, I forgot. Ta, ta, da, dha, na. N below dot. And tha is, and here you are adding in the center exactly a dot. So this become tha only, but this become tha once. So this T below dot and T without dot. Ta, tha, ta, tha, da. Da, mouth facing to the left side. This angular da. Rarely you find this cursive da also. This angular da. Dha is your bow, or Roman D. Roman D of ऐसे. And here na is one horizontal stroke, vertical, and without the top. This is, if you put the horizontal stroke on the top, it becomes na. Without that, it is na. And pa is one stroke just like a hook. Hook. Pa. And the same pa you are taking with a gentle curve inside. It becomes a little deeper in later phase. It need not be so deep, just like this. And this box, square, is ba. Very easy. So I wish all today you dream of Brahmi in the night. कब आंख बंद करते हैं यही सोचिए. So you should be in that. Bha. Bha is armchair. One stroke. Ma is Taurine symbol, where you write like this. So, when you compare the Tamil Brahmi, Brahmi, South, hardly there are few changes, otherwise it is same. We will not go into that, but to suit the Tamil phonetic sound, like Patru, R below 2 dots, T below 2 dots, like L below 1 dot, 2 dots. So 4, 5 letters, they have to, so then they brought in this, otherwise it's, so ma, pa, pa, ba, bha, ma. Upper 2 lines you have written, all of you. Yeah, I will remove 2, and then once you say, I will take out the other. Because see this ma and ya, like pa you write here with a hook, okay? Then attach one more hook here. Dhani discusses, maybe you would have engraved, would have done like this, and then also the two, it can be like that. So it is like an anchor, ship. This is anchor type. Ra is a serpentine Ra. Later it takes the form of a single straight stroke. But earlier you find this Ra in a, like this. La is, remember, La and Ha, normally students get confused. Because it is same form, one facing to the right side, left side, another to the right. But the same, now La is written to the, this is facing to the left. Of course, this bottom is not cursive. This is La, like this. La, it's not angle. Cursive, this is La. Ya, Ra, La. Va is one stroke, attach a circle here. Yara lava. And in this sibilants, you find this sha, like arrowhead with a middle perpendicular stroke coming. This is Shankara sha. Sha, Shiva, Shaiva, Shakti, like that, this Sha. And this Shanmukha Sha, Sha. Shodashi, Shat, Shatvimshati, Sha. Sha. And this dental Sa. And Sanskrit student, Murdhanya, Talavya, all you know. So according to the sound, it emerges from the throat. Sometime you will take the lip inside, Sha, it touches the roof of the palate. So this is Sha, Sa, Dante, Danta, Sa, Pa. And perhaps the Upadmaniya and all that comes in the next when Sanskrit letter, this one. Sa, Sha, Sha, Sa, Ha. Here you see here you have to see the Ha will be facing this side. La to the left side, Ha to the right side. Remember, yes, same form, one facing to the right, another to the left. So this, a full set of the vowels, the basic, the variations are there, which I am not going to, I will suggest the book. You can later read, not to now, maybe after some time. What we do, I keep telling the participants, 6 दिन में हम एक semester पढ़ाते हैं. This 6-7 days, what is taught in the university over a period of 6 months, we are giving in a capsule. But while practicing, you can't, you keep one side, first perfect yourself Ashoka, then come to the Shunga, then Kushana, Kshatrapa, like that. Phase. You have notes with you, but at a time, if you practice Siddhamatrika also, box-headed, you will be confused. It is like when I go to the progression of early Nagari, it is just going to the 100th step. Each step, you have to go systematically, then you will learn. Should we give a small break now? Yeah. Then we will go with the medial signs. I will also have a cup of tea. You can exactly 15 minutes you can take and have your whatever around 11:40. Please assemble here so that we can cover the thing. In the middle, Pu, Pushpa. How will write Pushpa? This is Shanmukha Sha, Shpa, Pushpa. Bu. Bu. Buddha. You want to write Buddha Graha. Dha. Bu. Bu. Mu. Mu. You. And you. Lu. You. Lu. Lu तो हो गया. And Wu. Wu. Vayu. No, that is you. Suppose you want to write Vayu. Va. You. Vayuputra. Vayuputra. Who is Hanuman? Wu. And then Shu. Shu. Shanmukasha. Shu. Su. You want to write Sumukha. Su. Mu. Kha. Sumukha. Sumukha. Hu. Ha. So this, you have seen the consonants where we attach a stroke down below and extending the stroke, or stroke which runs vertically below. Now let's go to the U sign. Oh, written? Anyway, I'll share this chart also. Those who have missed, they can see in the WhatsApp. If I attach here itself, you will also do. I will write separately. Now, U sign. Same principle, adding one more stroke, whether below or extending, it is same. So ka, this is ku, kurma. Kurma, ra plus ma. This is, what is this? Superscript. Ku, dirgha. Okay. Length. So, already one stroke is there. Attach one above for length. Tu. One stroke, another stroke. Tu. Du. Dhu, dhu. Dhupa, deepa, you want to write here. For example, Dhupa, deepa. Dhupa, deepa. Naivedya, which we commonly get in such inscriptions. Dhu. And bhu. You want to write bhupati? Bhupati. Bhupati is a king. Narapati. Narapati. Bhu. Bhumi. Sorry. Bhu, Bhumidana. You can write many letters. Bhu, Ru. One stroke here, Ru. Another stroke above, Ru. Rupa, simple name. Ru. So, where we extend the stroke like this, Ku. Ju. Dirgha. One stroke, another stroke. Tu. Tu. Nu. Nupura. Dirgha. Pu. Puja. You want to write puja? You can. Puja. Puja. Mu. Mushika. Yupa. Ya. U, Dirgha. Lu, U, Su, Hu. So these are the strokes where U length, one with the stroke below attaching one more stroke, and these are the stroke where we lengthen a stroke already. So U sign. So far, is it clear? Who? Same form. When it is facing to the left, it become Lu. To the other side, it become Hu. Directions. Anyway, I need some 5 minutes rest. So I would like to utilize the time, for some, you can just introduce yourself from the first line, because that's also important. Each one of you from different departments and different disciplines, you can start from there. So that time I can know also, and what prompted you will not be very detailed, just very brief. Yes, please.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sriganjani. I'm studying BA Sanskrit second year in Queen Mary's College.
Which college?
Queen Mary's College.
Oh, great. Second year.
I was an engineer, like a hardcore programmer. I had quit my job, did my master's in Sanskrit. I graduated from National Sanskrit University. Then I did my PG diploma in manuscriptology and paleography from IGNCA Bangalore.
Agency.
Now I'm a manuscriptologist.
From Bangalore. I also taught for when the subject was introduced. IGNCA, very first year.
Belong to the second year.
I taught in the first. Yes. Oh, good. Be calm.
My name is Shantala. I'm first year BCom General from this college.
Become. Madam?
Namaste, sir. Hindi department से हूँ, Dr. Saroj Singh.
Huh?
Hindi department
Oh, from Chennai.
From Chennai, no, from not actually Jabalpur,
Mm.
but after 17 years I came here.
You are teaching
Yeah, teaching here in this college.
here in this college. Very nice. Yeah. Either from there or you can complete this row and then we'll go to that. Come on. Yeah.
Yes, sir, I'm Soundarya. I'm from third year BSc Computer Science.
Here in this college.
Yes, sir, this is Sri Amritavashni. I'm second year from this college, BCom.
BCom.
Good day, sir. This is Samyukta from first year BCom CS.
Good day, sir. This is Sri Rajeshwari from BCom ANDF second year. Good day, sir. This is Samiksha, second year BSc Psychology.
This college, no?
Yes. Good day, sir. This is Varshini from BCom ANDF second year this college. Good day, sir. This is Janak Nandini. I'm second year BSc Psychology from this college.
Psychology. Oh, great. Yes. No, she. You over now? You are? No. No, she. Yourself. Huh. No, she is in third row. No, you didn't introduce. Okay. Introduce yourself.
Good day, sir. This is Samyukta from first BCom CS, first year in this college.
This college, okay. Then, other row. Mostly. Hmm.
Namaste, sir. I'm K. Vidya. I'm in BCA first year in this college.
Which one?
BCA first year in this college. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Sneha Jain. I'm studying in this college, first year.
Okay.
Good day, sir. I'm Kirtana, first year BCA from this college. Good day, sir. I'm Sri Prana, BCom General Student in this college.
Yes, second. BCom.
Good day, sir. My name is Priyanka, BCom English. Good day, sir. My name is Harini, BCom Computer Application first. Good day, sir. I'm Srivatsha, BCom CA first. My name is Janani, BB first year.
Huh? BBM.
Okay, sir. I'm Nitishri, BSc CS first year this college. Okay, sir. This is Jessica, first BSc CS from this college.
BCom first year. Oh, many.
Okay, sir. My name is Adi Nagareddy from BCom English.
Oh, most of you have come from commerce background. Very nice. How do you find this fascinating? I mean, I should not say how you find your. Of course, we will be taking your feedback on the last day. So far, how are you finding this interesting, the script knowledge? Huh? No, but how you feel? So that's good, there are no barriers for the learning script. Yes, there are many from business management to commerce. If you have that passion, you can pursue anything. There's nothing to put it in only archaeology department or ancient history only to take up. It's open to management. Many IITians are interested, maybe from engineering or doctor, whatever may be. Yes, it's beginning and you can continue further. Yes. So this we will go with the A sign, medial A. Okay. So, as usual, first write the core consonant. For A sign, you are attaching to the right side, but only difference you are attaching to the left, A sign. So, this is K. What is this? Correct. Keshava. Take the name of the Lord. Say, at least, by this, you are taking Lord Vishnu's name. Write those names. All the okay. And then K. So, the only difference, the stroke is attached to the left. Gay. Little difficult. Huh? Correct. Wonderful. What is this? Simple. Chetana. Chaitanya. You get this famous What is this? Correct. Ah. Va. Correct. Devadideva Vasudeva. See, mere learning, the application of your knowledge is important, not mere knowledge, how you write and then decipher. Because when I go soon to inscription, or some in early inscription I show, you have to read. It's not just mere learning. You have to apply the knowledge of the script. Then only it will be useful. Otherwise, all our efforts are nothing. It's not mere for certificate. I want some serious students to come in this line. Yeah. Exactly. That's point. Dhenuka. Dhe. You can write aneka, aneka, aneka. Pe. Fe. Me. Correct. Meghanatha. Ye. Le. Ve. She. So this is le, this is he. Hemanta Rutu. Or you want to write simply he, ma, na, Hemanta. Hemanta Masa or Hemanta Rutu, you can say here. Ru. So there are certain letters where we attach here. For example, te. Wherever the ta sign, no, middle we will attach here. Similarly, te, the, te. Be. Yes, here J they attached above. There was no confusion. It need not be in the middle. They attach for A sign above for J. Otherwise, they attached here. And ne also no issue. Na. Here, if you attach, it become na dirgha. But attaching a stroke here, Ganesha. Ganesha. Ne. So, remember, if you attach to the stroke to the right side, it become na dirgha. Attaching a stroke to the left side, it become a sign. Gajendra. So, these are a set of letters. As I told you, I have shown wherever differences are there, I have tried to show you. With a few more, we will be concluding now this session. Because in the Sanskrit phase, there are certain letters I will show you tomorrow. Some more letters you find as a superscript and subscript, and some letters. Vowels already I have shown you, like E and other letters. I sign. A-I. K, another stroke, Kai, below. K, Kai. Ge, Gai. Che, Chai, Chaitra, Chaitra. Chai. And it can be same, but the, thai. My, may, Maitri, my. So, say, Sai, Sainika, Sain, Sai. So you can, any number of letters you can, there is only one variety here, where on the top stroke you are attaching 2 strokes for I sign. Now O sign, O, medial O sign. Because you see here, pure consonant ka, K, okay? You attach here ko. Because if you attach one more, it becomes kai. Attaching one stroke to the right and left, it becomes O. No, sorry, O sign. Kosha. Dho. This is de, dho. And there are 2 methods, writing. One is this, another is like this. So 2 strokes either in the middle or here. Dho. Mo. Amogha. Amogha. Amogha Varsha. Who is? Have you heard? Who is Amogha Varsha? Very famous ruler. Which dynasty? No, they are from commerce background. It is good. This is Mo. And Ma, peculiarly you see here, sometimes they attach a stroke middle also for Mo and below also. So these 3 forms you get on the top, in the middle, down, O sign. Ko. K, ko. Ge. Here, what they simply extended for go. Now we will say, go sir, it is enough. No. Ne, no. Lo. Alochana. Lo, lochana. Lochana. So with this, actually you can add any number of words, but au sign, only with the Sanskrit inscription au comes. Not in this Prakrit phase, au nahi the. So we are now dealing, but it is easy. Suppose, for example, I will show you when we go to the other. I told, 2 strokes po, adding Let me 1 minute attend here. Hello. Yes, sir. Yeah, please. I'm just concluding my class also. And in the canteen we can meet or you can come here. J. Yeah, Jainology department. Okay. You please come and wait. And one madam is there, Ramadevi is there. You can. Yeah. Because there is invitation also from Madras University, Ancient History Department to give a talk. So after the this one, I am going to that also. Maybe they wanted, well, since I am here, an interaction with the students there. Sorry, I had to attend this. Faculty member is coming here. So this POW, say, so, so. So this will come in the next stage. But how sign is simple. For example, mow, may, mo, mow. So A, O, O. So 3 strokes comprises O sign. So, but it is not in the Prakrit. We will get when we come to the Kshatrapa and Kushana. And some more conjuncts, very few conjunct letters are here. So now the early Ashokan phase is over. Now these few letters and especially you may note during this Ashokan phase, they retain the same length of the letters. But later phase, they reduce the conjunct letter. But here, exactly the same letter strength is there. Very few conjuncts in Ashokan. Suppose you write Bha, and the same length of Ya you find here. Bhya. Gwa. This is Ga. They length this Gwa. Oh, in the Prakrit phase, you have very few, especially in the Ashokan rock edicts. And Swa. So just think the same letter, the length of the letters are same. Sta. You want to say Pustaka. Pu. Sta. Ka. Pustaka. So this sta. Kya. Shakya Muni. Ka. Kya. Sma. Sma. For example, Shakyamuni you want to write. Sorry. Anyway, Ka I will write above. Shakyamuni. Sma. So, this whatever very few and this those who missed, I will be sharing this chart also. The job is easy, not mere sharing is not, no. Yes, come again calling me. You can come and switch up. So, I think we have crossed the time, but certain things, has to go in one go. We can't take in bits, because once I take one, it should be over. I thought again, some presentation, it is getting delayed, that you can read number of books, but I consider calligraphy as very, very important. This sort of description or understanding is not there. Other things you can read and understand, but I will try to cover it, because normally in 2 sessions we have to go to give a full picture. But yes, time constraints and other factors are there. Tomorrow again I will go with the Shunga, at least Kshatrapa and Kushan. If I complete, then I can go to the Gupta and other thing, at least to give character identification. The more you go later, it will be little confusing, but if this is clear, the basic, you can understand easily. Then with either the stroke is lengthened or head mark and curve is very easy, which I will try to explain you. And relevant books also I will put it in the WhatsApp. Right now you read only the basic books, but further when you get time, you can understand. So we will meet. Hope all of you could enjoy the class. Yes, sir. Is it? Because response is important. That's.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
At least they have understood what is the alphabet, how to write.
They are from commerce background,
Uh-huh.
but still they could read, because I am showing each consonant some small words.